you watched a couple weeks ago, we did some sprouting of seeds, and we put some plants in here. We tried a few different things. One of the things, these are tomatoes, so we took actual tomatoes and we planted the seeds right from the tomatoes. So they seem to have sprouted. We're going to keep on them just to make sure they do fruit. What do we got over here? These are the peas. So the peas are doing really good. These are the peas that we were sprouting for the chickens. And we threw some in the soil here, and they're actually doing very well in this window here. We took some chives and just replanted some chives in there. Some marigolds in here. Tara had some seeds that she just tried out with that. And some spinach and Swiss chard. Swiss chard doesn't seem to be doing all that well, but we'll keep an eye on that as well. Moving down here, here's some more tomatoes. So we put them in little clumps here, and you can see they just need to be separated, so we'll try them out as well. This is romaine lettuce that we actually bought from the store and cut down. Instead of feeding the bases to the animals, we thought, well, let's plant that in some dirt here and see what happens with that. All right, so one thing I want to discuss here is I had somebody question about mold growing on plants, on seeds, and just on the soil in general in these areas. So what I did and what I've been testing is oil of oregano. So what I've done is I've taken 5 drops of that, and I have placed it in just a regular spray bottle. And of course you have to shake it up really good because it is an oil, and of course, as we know, oil and water don't really mix too well. So and then it just spritzing the plants like that. It's a neat idea that you can try, and please leave your comments below and let me know how that works out for you. Okay, well, it's March 4th, and I'm just heading out to the animals. Today is my birthday, and thank you for all that wished me a happy birthday, and no, I don't feel a day older, and that's a good thing, I think. So anyway, the snow, as you can see, we've still got a fair amount of snow going on. Now, it's currently +5 Celsius. So things are warming up. This is where our garden section is here that we're going to work on this summer. And as you can see, we've got a bunch of stuff planted in here from last year that will come back, and we'll have to sort this whole area out here. So yeah, so it's 5 degrees out now. It's beautiful. It's sunny. It's supposed to get cold again, of course. We probably won't see this snow gone until, April, I think. What had happened a couple years ago is we had the pool open in April one year, and Tiana, our daughter, actually went in the pool that year, and it was cold, of course, but she wanted to get in there. And then another year we had a foot and a half of snow on top of the pool. So really it's kind of a crapshoot as to what we're going to get this year. You know, we're hoping we're going to get a nice quick spring, but it looks like the temperature is going to be going down to -20s Celsius again in the coming weeks. So hopefully mid-April. Okay, so Tara came out here while I was in finishing up a few things in the house, and she moved some eggs over. So lights on. So you can see the eggs in here all huddled together, nice and warm. I believe it's the top eggs. All of these I think are week 1. There's some week 1 on here, and you probably can't see that, but there's some lines, 2 lines on these eggs over here that were put in last week, and then these eggs down here are week 3 eggs. So we are currently 99 Fahrenheit. She had just come out. This spiked up a little bit. We're actually at 65 relative humidity. It usually takes about 15 20 minutes to stabilize, so it'll come down. It's actually set at 58. And we're on 13 days from the beginning. So in 13 days, so you could say, well, it'll switch over to 14 days, probably this afternoon. So in 2 weeks, we have used $5.77 worth of power. And for you to run a calculation at home, that works out to it's 72.17 kilowatt hours. So something else Tara's been working on is coming up with a recipe for feeds. So we've been buying feeds in the past, the granular feeds. So you can pick them up from farm stores, and they are a granular feed that has all the minerals and everything needed for your birds. So since we've been getting oats and barley and wheat, fish meal, kind of figuring out what the animals need, what the chickens need, we've been starting to do some blends here. So she has a few things put together, like this package here is ground up. And what we want to do is we want to find some kind of lab that we can take this to and get an analysis done on it, and do a comparison as to what ours has compared to other feeds. So she's got a couple different blends here. She's got Chick 1, Chick 2. She has just some ground corn in here. Whoops. And then she has chick number 3, which she figures is a 2 to 6 week, not ground up. So we want to find a lab for that and get some analysis done on this. And then what we'll do is, once we get everything figured out, we're going to show you how we blend the feed and what the lab results are on that. We find that if you buy your own grain, your oats and your barley and your wheat, and all the other additives that you put in it, you know what's going in it, for one. And secondly, you can probably cut your feed bill down by by 2/3. You could probably spend only 1/3 of what you're spending now, and know what's in your feed, and blend it yourself. You know, it's a little bit more extra work, but hey, if you can save 2/3 of your money on feed, why not, right? Okay, so a quick little update on the animals out here. The sheep are they're doing pretty good. There's a couple of them that are very friendly. You can walk up to, you can pet, but they're still a little shy. And so you can see over here. Here's Snow. She's chewing her cud, relaxing in the sun. And the ducks are over there. The pond's not quite defrosted yet, even with this +5 temperature, so they're over there relaxing. There goes a sheep. And then we have the other ones on the feed trough. And I don't know what Carl is doing, but he was acting really weird this morning. He was pouncing around and trouncing and playing, I guess because it's nice out. Hey, Carl, what are you going to do, eh? What are you going to do? So how you girls doing? Patches. So Patches is, it's always hard to tell, you know, if they're pregnant or how far along they are, but Patches should be pregnant and should be kidding out mid-March. We're not sure about Blackie. Blackie had some kids a couple years ago. I don't think she took last year. Sweetie, I do not believe she has had any kids. And of course, Velvet, when she came to us, Velvet was pregnant, and she had a couple kids last year. Carl, what are you doing? You're just... Yeah, I know. You just want to play, don't you? You are a silly boy. Well, I thought I would let the chickens out, and they seem to be enjoying it, although they're standing on a whole bunch of snow. And the guineas are doing their business. Dominance. Who is alpha? Well, they also, you can see a rooster here. This looks like the Americana rooster. Boop, right there, standing up on top. Okay guys, enjoy the beautiful weather. We have all the sheep that came in. This one here, and I don't even know his name, is very friendly. Hey bud? So this one's he doesn't take off like the other ones. We'll just have to get the other ones to come around. Well, that was the animals. So one thing that I wanted to mention is what we're doing is we heard this, or we saw it on a post on Facebook, and it's goat yoga. So, and what it is it's yoga with goats, basically, blending in the yoga with the animal therapy and bringing it all into one. So we threw the post on Facebook and asking if there were any instructors or if there was any interest in it. And well, it kind of blew up. So we have a number of instructors and quite a few people interested in this goat yoga. So this is something we're going to move forward with. We're scheduling times and dates, so that'll be exciting coming up. We just have to get rid of this snow. So I'll be sure to give you an update on that. We have the goats kitting out within the next, probably within the next 3 weeks, I would say. And in that time as well, we've got eggs that are hatching. So, you know, there's not a lot going on right now. I'm just kind of waiting for the snow to melt. We're itching to, you know, for it to get gone. But, you know, I guess we just have to be patient and wait. So anyway, I thank you for watching, and if you haven't seen the hatching, or sorry, the incubator startup video, you can do that. I'll put that right at the end. And then last week we candled our eggs, so have a look at that as well. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing and liking, and we will see you next week.